Hey there, future educators. Welcome to Kitsch and More. Today, I've got your back as we dive into the DepEd ranking process for Teacher 1 applicants. I'll be sharing essential tips for acing the Behavioral Events Interview or BEI, plus 30 sample questions and answers to help you prepare like a pro. Get ready to boost your confidence and nail that interview. Let's dive in. DepEd Order Number 7 series of 2023 guides how the Department of Education hires teachers. It ensures fairness and transparency, especially during the behavioral events interview. This order sets clear rules for assessing candidates based on their skills and abilities. By following these rules, we make sure we pick the best teachers who can help students learn effectively. Now, what is BEI? According to DepEd Order Number 7, series of 2023, BEI or Behavioral Events Interview refers to the conduct of direct inquiry with the applicants, focusing on their display of desired behaviors when subjected to specific situations or conditions in their previous and/or current workplace. It seeks to determine how past behavior predicts future performance. It shall be used to validate if key behaviors linked to the required competencies have been exhibited by the applicants. In other words, it is a type of job interview where applicants are asked about specific situations they've faced in their previous or current jobs. The questions focus on how they behaved in those situations, aiming to predict how they'll perform in the future. The goal is to see if applicants have shown the behaviors needed for the job they're applying for. The conduct of BEI uses the STAR approach or method to validate whether the key behaviors that are linked to the required competencies have been exhibited by the applicant. STAR approach draws focus on actual situations in which the applicant acted, the tasks that the applicant faced, the actions that the applicant took, and the results of those actions. Simply put, the BEI uses the STAR approach or method to check if applicants have shown the behaviors needed for the job by focusing on situations, tasks, actions, and results. The BEI may be used to assess the following areas. In terms of aptitude, the BEI shall be used to assess the applicant's potential or their capacity and ability to assume the duties of the position to be filled and those higher positions that are more technical in nature. It helps determine if applicants have the skills and potential needed for the job, including any more technical positions. In terms of characteristics or traits, the BEI shall be used to gauge other relevant aspects such as the applicant's psychological and social well-being. Assessing an applicant's psychological and social well-being involves evaluating their mental health, emotional resilience, and interpersonal relationships to ensure they are well-suited for the role and organizational culture. In terms of fitness, it shall serve as an avenue to evaluate an applicant's job fit, location fit, and organizational fit. This means that it is used to assess if the applicant is a good fit for the job, location, and organization, and other areas that may be identified by the HRMPSB. What is STAR approach or method? It is a structured approach used by job seekers to answer behavioral interview questions. The acronym STAR stands for Situation, Task, Action, and Result. Here's what each part entails. S stands for Situation. Describe the background of the scenario you were in. What was happening? Where were you? Just paint the picture. When we talk about situation in the STAR method, we're basically setting the stage. It's like describing the background of a scene in a movie. You want to give a clear picture of what was going on, where it was happening, and what the circumstances were like. Think of it as painting a picture for the interviewer so they can understand the context of the situation you're about to describe. It helps them see the scenario through your eyes and understand the challenges or opportunities you were facing. So, when you're asked about a situation in an interview, take your time to describe the who, what, when, and where to set the scene effectively. T stands for task. What specific job or duty were you given in that situation? What were you supposed to do or achieve? When we talk about task in the STAR method, we're focusing on the specific job or duty you were given within the situation you described. It's like zooming in on your role in the scenario. You want to explain what you were supposed to do or achieve in that particular situation. Think of it as defining your objective or mission within the broader context. It helps the interviewer understand your role and responsibilities and what was expected of you. So, when you're asked about the task you were given, be clear and concise about your goals and objectives in that situation. A stands for action. Explain what you did to handle the situation or complete the task. What steps did you take? What skills or abilities did you use? When we talk about action in the STAR method, we're diving into what you actually did to handle the situation or complete the task you were given. It's like walking through the steps you took to achieve your objective. You want to explain the specific actions you took, the decisions you made, and the skills or abilities you used along the way. Think of it as narrating your process or strategy for tackling the situation. It helps the interviewer understand how you approached challenges and leveraged your strengths to achieve results. So, when you're asked about the actions you took, be detailed and specific about your approach and the skills you applied. R stands for result. What happened as a result of your action? Did you accomplish your task? What impact did your actions have? Try to focus on positive outcomes and quantify your achievements if possible. When we talk about result in the STAR method, we're looking at the outcomes of your actions, the bottom line of what happened because of what you did. It's like showing the end of the story, where you reveal the impact of your effort. You want to explain whether you accomplished your task and the broader implications or consequences of your actions. Think of it as highlighting the positive outcomes and quantifying your achievements whenever possible. It helps the interviewer understand the tangible results of your contributions. So, when you're asked about the result of your actions, emphasize the positive outcomes and any measurable achievements that resulted from your efforts. Here are the tips for answering interview questions effectively. Understand the question. Take a moment to fully understand the question before answering. If you're unsure about something, don't hesitate to ask for clarification. Use STAR method or approach. Structure your answers using the STAR method, situation, task, action, result, to provide a clear and concise response that highlights your skills and experiences. Be specific. Provide specific examples from your past experiences to demonstrate your abilities and accomplishments. Use quantifiable results whenever possible to showcase your achievements. Stay relevant. Tailor your answers to the job requirements and the organization's needs. Focus on highlighting experiences and skills that are directly relevant to the position you're applying for. Be honest. Be truthful in your responses and avoid exaggerating or fabricating information. Interviewers can usually tell when candidates are being insincere. Highlight your strengths. Use the opportunity to showcase your strengths and unique selling points. Focus on what sets you apart from other candidates and why you're the best fit for the role. Address weakness positively. If asked about weaknesses or areas for improvement, be honest but frame your response in a positive light. Discuss how you're actively working to overcome these challenges and improve yourself. Practice active listening. Pay attention to the interviewer's questions and respond thoughtfully. Avoid interrupting and make sure you fully address the question before moving on to your response. Lastly, stay composed. Remain calm and composed throughout the interview, even if you encounter difficult or unexpected questions. Take a moment to collect your thoughts before responding if needed. Here are the 30 sample behavioral events interview questions with sample answers using the STAR method or approach. Remember that they are just sample scenarios to help you prepare for your interview, but they don't guarantee to be the questions asked during your actual interview. And that wraps up our interview guide, tips, and sample questions and answers. Remember, preparation and confidence are key. With these insights from Kitch and more, you're ready to ace any interview. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more valuable content. Thanks for watching, and best of luck on your next interview.